All right, you guys. Good morning. Happy October 20th. Oh my gosh, October 20th? Seriously? It's ridiculous how fast this month has gone. Um, again, like I try to start every Zoom that we do is just congratulations to you guys making an effort to put this into your business and really making it a priority for you in your life for your business. So I hope that this, I hope that this continues to give you value and give you resources and just help you along the way in your journey. So, I'm glad that we have each and every one of us to be able to help each other out with that. It's very important because, like we know, we can't do this business by ourselves. We need each other's support and backing and, kind of conversation and feedback from one another. So I want to start out first because I was going to tell Terry, I put a post up this morning of a face with the first day, there's 4 pictures. And Terry asked if it was Nerium AD or Age IQ. And I removed it because we have to, I believe, and you guys can chime in, I think we need to just go forward with Age IQ. Let's not put Nerium AD into people's heads because, hi Emma, hi Solange. Let's not put it into heads because it may not be here anymore. And in my opinion, and you guys could, tell me if you think I'm wrong, is I think Age IQ does everything that AD does and did on another level. So regardless if the pictures, in my opinion, are AD or Age IQ, I'm always just going to say it's our one-step treatment. And when they ask me, I'll say, here, try the Age IQ. I think all of the new pictures that are coming out are Age IQ, but I just don't want the Nerium AD to linger in people's heads. Do you guys have any feedback on that or any questions? Or Terry, is that what you thought I was going to say? Go ahead. No, if you have an opinion, Terry.
No.
You have no opinion?
Unmute me. Don't
I already
unmute me.
you.
I do, but I don't just throw my opinion out there freely here.
But that's what we're here for. Okay, well, anybody have an opinion on that? Go ahead, Sarah.
I'm a mess this morning, sorry. I actually really like what you said, Monique. I think that's a really good idea, but I would only do it if I knew it was Age IQ. One of the things that I find when it comes to my integrity with the business is that I only want to put things out there that I know for sure. So I tend to ask, like Terry did, is it this or that? Was this the Illuma Boost with the, Age IQ, that sort of idea? And if I'm not sure, I won't post it. But then the other thing I was going to say was, I am so sad at the idea of AD leaving because although I think that the Age IQ works really well and that the results are amazing, it's too heavy for my skin. So I'm going to have to find another moisturizer once I run out of my back stock that I'm making of AD because it's too heavy for my skin and it makes my skin super oily.
Well, let me ask you, because I understand, yes, and I asked the picture I got, I did ask the girl what it was from, and it was Age IQ, but I just didn't want to put it in the comments. So yes, if you have a question about it, ask somebody, but put it on the side, like do an instant message to them, not in their post, so that their friends can see the difference. Now you said about the being too heavy. The day cream is too heavy, or the night and the day?
Just the day.
Now, how many pumps of the day are you using?
I'm using 2.
Okay, so I couldn't use that much day cream. The Age IQ, I can only use 1 pump and 2 Illuma Boost pumps, and it's because I don't like thick. I cannot stand thick moisturizers. It's too heavy. I can't handle it. I feel like claustrophobic with it. And so the day cream, I only use 1 pump and 2 Illuma Boost pumps, and it's perfectly fine.
Okay, I may have to try that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, try that.
I'm in for an open house, so I'm off of video for the most part, but I'm listening to everything.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Sarah. And Pat, you had a comment.
Yes, I did. While we were in Atlanta, one of my clients I had sent the Age IQ too, but she preferred the AD. Mm-hmm. She said that she didn't want to upgrade, that she liked the AD better. So I don't know what she's going to do.
And I think that's going to happen. I mean, we don't have confirmation that it's going to be gone forever. I'm just suggesting that it looks like it's leaning towards Age IQ. But I would say just keep trying to just have her keep buying the AD and see what happens. I mean, that's all I could suggest. And then if and when the time comes that they take AD away, then we get your friend on a 3-way call and we just explain the benefits of the Age IQ and kind of explain it a little bit more to her and maybe share how to use it a little different. So there may be that can help with transition for you.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay.
Anybody else? Sarah's muted. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure when or if what's going to happen with both of those. I was on board with you guys too. The AD was my favorite. I loved it. I love the way it made my skin feel. The only thing I didn't like was that I perspired a lot when it was hot. But I loved it. But then and it took me a while to adjust to the new one, and now I like the new one. So it's just going to be a transition period for all of us. And I know, I mean, I do, when you read the description of what the Age IQ does, and you really look at the ingredients and you look what it is helping our skin, I think you'll have a better appreciation for it if you don't already, because what is in it and how it works is just absolutely incredible that they came up with this. And that's why they call it intelligent skincare. I didn't get that at first, but that's why they call it intelligent skincare. So it's just doing so much more. Do you have a question? You have something, Michelle? Hold on, let's see, there.
Just quickly, like in Canada, we would just switch to it. But I would suggest that people that have tried both, take a picture before they start the Age IQ. Because my mother was on the other one, she started the new one, and the results within days were phenomenal. And without taking a picture of starting the new product, you don't appreciate it. And like I say, I tell everybody, your face is going to feel tight. It's like you're getting a spa treatment. And anyway, the pictures of the new product, once they start it, the difference in many people is phenomenal. So the pictures work well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too. And you know, and it was this new start for me too, because I didn't have any pictures from AD. So I took my pictures before IQ, and I'll use that as my guideline. I mean, I can tell the difference every morning, every time I use it. And I have, you know, there was a couple of nights I didn't use it, and I really noticed the difference of not using it. It was incredible. Okay, so anybody else on that part?
Just real quick, I noticed that when we post, if somebody posts a timeline, like let's say 10 months with Miriam, you know that at least the first 8 months was Age IQ. I mean, AD. And so, you know, I try not to even put that, you know, which product in my head. All I know is whatever they're using is working. You know, so I feel for the people if AD does go away, but you know, I agree. The IQ is amazing, and with the day cream, I have to do the same as you do, Monique. I can only use one pump, and that's actually, you know, money saving too for people that you can add that little tidbit, because I was probably using more AD day cream than I am now with IQ, and I do mix it with my IllumiBoost. And sometimes I think 2 pumps of IllumiBoost with my day cream is too much, but you know, I'm still working out the numbers with that.
Right.
So
I agree with you. I was using like 3 to 4 pumps of the AD day cream. And so this day cream lasted me probably a month and a half, almost 2 months. So it is cost effective on the day cream side. The night cream, I don't know if you guys have experienced the night cream. For me, it seems like it goes really quick with the 3 pumps. And sometimes I may need only 2 for the night cream because that's a little thick too. But I also put it way down here and on my hands and everything. And then the IllumiBoost, the reason I use 2 pumps is because I'm getting age spots. Like you can just, like if I just touch my face like this and then I go in the sun, it like tans it or something. I don't know. So I'm making sure that I really add the 2 pumps of that. So, okay, Lori, I think you came on camera because maybe you had something because you're my skin snob.
So I'm not going to waste anybody's time, but can you just give me just a quick, the quick thing you said, because like the AT&T guy left, he couldn't do the service. You're saying to encourage and promote Age IQ as our near MED is going to be driven away
on the ground.
Hang on, somebody else. Oh, they're me mute here. There.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay, Lori, what I said was, because I posted a picture today of the 4 pictures, and Terry had asked if it was Age IQ or AD, and I deleted her comment because it was Age IQ, but I didn't want to go into it on the post. And so I was saying here that I am just trying to encourage that we talk more about the age IQ than AD going forward, because in case it goes away. And then that was the discussion about some people are going to be sad that we're losing AD. Some people are going to be sad that it's just age IQ. And so we were just discussing that. And then also Sarah was talking about the integrity of the pictures. If it says that it was AD, then she's going to tell people it's AD, not age IQ. And I said, yes. And I said, going forward, most of the pictures that are coming out are probably going to be age IQ.
And, I'm waiting for the company to give us the company line on that transition, because it is going to happen. I'm watching the way the company is promoting things, and I feel in my heart it is going to happen. But what we can say from a branding standpoint is, this is what I'm saying, is when I'm showing pictures, I'm saying our anti-aging skin formulations and our skincare line is creating these changes. I'm saying that. I'm only showing pictures with age IQ. I'm only promoting age IQ. I don't even promote it in Near AD anymore, because I feel like we're going to transition away from it anyways, especially because when I called customer service and I asked them which night cream is going to be in the advanced skincare sets, they've said to me, we've changed them all out. It's age IQ always. So when we have the individual order is when we can get the Near AD. I just don't talk about Near AD anymore. I don't even show that picture unless I show it with the group. But I just always say our skincare line creates these changes. I'm promoting the Illuma Boost with my changes, but yes, I use the Near AD on that. But I'm just talking about Illuma Boost, but my results were that. And all of my customers now are on age IQ, but it's coming for sure. And so I'm just jumping on the bandwagon and saying great results with our skincare line. And then I think we're safe.
Yep. That's good. That's good. I agree. And the other part is, I trust Jeff Olson. I trust Nerium. I trust the fact that they know what they're doing. I'm not a skincare. I'm not this person in skincare, but I trust that they're doing what needs to be done for our company, and they're doing it because it's necessary, and they're doing it because it's better, and it's going to enhance Neora, and it's going to make us a better company, and it's going to help us in the future with our customers. So I am keeping that in the back of my head. Yes, I love AD, but I'm keeping in the back of my head that my company that I am associated with, I trust what they're doing. So guess what? I love age IQ, even though I love AD. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody agree? Yes, I see nods. Okay. All right, so I think we beat that down. Okay. The book. So we have our pages that we read, and then this we'll finish the book this week. So this week we'll finish, and then our next Zoom we'll talk about the end, and then we'll start another book. All right. So it was I like this. I like this last few chapters because it's totally. It's in line with who I am. The forgiveness part is tough for me. I will totally say that, because I'm one of those people, and I have to get better at it. I need more personal development in this. If you wrong me, I'm out. But I can tell you this. If you come back to me to tell me, like, I had an incident where I had somebody reach out to me and say, Monique, I'd like to talk. And I was like, I'm not talking to you. Oh, heck no. I was irritated. But I said, okay. I used my personal growth, and I took the conversation. I talked to her. And in the beginning, before I was about to talk to her, I was going to say, good luck, good riddance, blah, blah, blah. And I listened to her, and I appreciated what she had to say to what happened, which was kind of crazy. And then I said, okay, I understand, no problem. And I wish you luck. And I changed my tune. So I forgave the fact that what had happened prior happened, and that, it's a new start. So I was good. I felt good about that. And then when I read this, I was like, oh, that just happened. And that doesn't happen to me very often, because I'm stubborn. And hey, I'm admitting it. At least I know it. But forgiveness. One of the things is forgiveness requires guts, determination, perseverance, courage, and love. And I know forgiveness is so hard. Does anybody have anything to say about forgiveness?
I do.
Everybody unmuted. Hold on. Go ahead, Robin.
Well, I've been told I forgive easily. However, I do forgive easily, but it always sits in the back of my brain. It takes a while for it to go completely away. I have been told that I do forgive easily. It takes a lot less energy for me to just forgive than to hold on to it. That's all.
Gotcha. Pat? Hold on, Pat. Let me unmute you. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay, I learned to forgive early when I started having children because I wanted them to, I had to forgive them of some of the things that they did to let them know that I loved them. If they told me the truth, then I forgave them. If they lied, they were punished. And so my forgiveness was so that God would forgive me because of my imperfections. And so I've been forgiving for a long time. No, it's not easy, especially as an adult when some things happen. But it's for my benefit as well as for theirs. So I forgive.
Nice, very nice. Solange, I think you had something. Solange,
Okay, wait.
I unmuted you.
No.
There you go.
Yeah. Forgiveness is a healing process, and a lot of people can't do it. They won't do it. They refuse to do it. I have that going on right now with my niece passing away, and now my sister-in-law is pissed off at me because I told her she needs to open her heart and her mind to forgive, and she just won't do it. So I'm in the doghouse, but I have to do what's right, and right is forgiveness. That's all I have.
I gotcha. Lori?
Yeah, I have a recent situation that I want to share. I'll start off by saying sometimes it's hard for me to forgive myself when I forget things, but I'm getting better at that. Because in the book it talks about you can forgive easily, but it's hard to forgive yourself. So initially I feel like I forgive very easily. However, when it comes to integrity, when it comes to that's a very different situation for me and probably most. And I'm dealing with the situation right now where I gave this person multiple forgiveness opportunities over the course of a long-term friendship. And they took the cake on the last one. So I'm dealing with forgiving for the 5th time because right now it's all for nothing and I'm done. And when you are not integrous with me, when you say one thing and do another, it's over. It is really, really over. There's anger in my heart right now. I know that forgiveness, the lack of, can make you sick. I'm submitting it to God. I'm going to get over it. I'm going to be wiser for it. But I am not interested in ever speaking to this person again as long as I live. And I'm okay with that. However, eventually I hope that changes, but I still don't ever want to talk to them again. Like the chapter's closed. So I will be on my knees and ask forgiveness every day and hope that feeling leaves my heart. But when you lack integrity, it is over. So if anybody's anything to share with that, because I am a Christian and I will go to church tomorrow and I will get on my knees today to continue to ask to forgive that person because I want to be freed from it and I want peace. But I never want to see this person again. So that's a pretty draw the line. I mean, I can be dead to somebody and I'm okay with that because of integrity.
Well, hold on 1 second, Pat. Because I have this on my page. So, Lori, I agree. I mean, and Pat can answer too, but I agree that there's a point when you're done. But again, you can find that forgiveness in yourself that you're not going to let that hold you, like that, give that much energy is what I mean. And I mean, one of the things it says is forgiveness is not pretending that something never happened. It happened, but you're forgiving that it happened, you made mistakes, whatever it is, and you know what, you move on from it, but you don't dwell on that, and you don't have hate and anger for it. You have to forgive the fact that somebody did something wrong. They did it, it's on them kind of thing, I guess, in my opinion. I don't know. Pat, what do you have? Because you got it better than I unmuted you. Go ahead, Pat.
Okay. One thing is that you pray for them. You know, ask God to help them to do better or to ask you for forgiveness. And if they don't, oh well, but it's for their benefit and ours if we pray for them. It's hard to hate somebody or be unkind to someone when you're praying for them. So, and it helps to release. And God does answer prayer. So hopefully the relationship, if it's not ever reconnected, at least you are free of that hurt that was caused.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. It's not just a first attempt. This is the 5th attempt that I've actually forgiven, and I've actually cleaned the slate, and I'm done. So I will absolutely pray for them and not have a haste in my heart and let it go. But I'm not interested in ever seeing the person again. And you know, that probably has to do with my childhood. And a lot of you on the line probably agree when things are wrong to you, you just need to move on and like, I don't want to be your friend anymore kind of thing. And it's easy. So I will work on that. Thank you both. Thank you all.
Yeah. Anything else on forgiveness? I think it's been good conversation. Anything else on forgiveness? Okay. The next one. Okay. They all come in line together. By the way, I love how he puts this all together. Wait to worry. Wait to worry. Just wait to worry. But you know, more damage is done by worrying than by what is being worried about. You can ask. You know, it's funny. People will ask me, "Well, Monique, are you worried or you stressed or do you have any?" I don't worry about things. And that my sister, it's my fault. My sister always tells me, you need to worry a little bit, but I don't worry about things. I just don't have time for work. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. And if you hang out with me and I go and I say it, it's true. I don't worry about things because I know that I'm in control of whatever I'm going to be in control of in my life. And I'm going to do the best I'm going to do. And if I falter, it's because of me, but I can't worry about things. I just can't. I want, and it goes in line with the next chapter because I like to laugh at life. I like to enjoy. I have a positive attitude and just, it's going to be okay kind of thing. And I know that that's sometimes people say, well, that's just silly. You shouldn't, that's not right. But that's me. And worrying, I mean, I think worrying just makes you sick inside. And there was the 3 tests are pretty cool that they talk about worry, but then living with a positive attitude and without worry is a great way to live. And then worry and faith are opposite of each other. And I live in faith. I don't live in worry. So it was a very cool chapter because it was who I don't do that. So I don't know, anybody has anything about worrying? Anything about worrying about this chapter? Anything about that? Okay, the next one, no? Okay, the next one, laughing at life. I think that was great. I think this chapter is great and how he was almost gonna, run out of gas on the plane crash and he's just like, well, we're going to make it. We're okay. And you got to laugh at things like that. I've been in those situations and you just kind of go, well, all right, I was on a plane in Cancun and we were trying to land and the pilot said we can't land because there's too much turbulence and there's too much rain and we can't land. There's no way to land. And he's like, so I'm going to circle around and then we'll land as soon as we can. However, we have 45 minutes of gas. And he says this. And I'm like, 45 minutes. So we're all, okay, 30 minutes. Okay, 35 minutes. He said, we have 45. We haven't descended. And we were all laughing about it on the plane. We're like, okay, it's 45. We should probably get down now. And all we could do was laugh because if I was going to die at that moment, I was going to die. Like there was nothing I could do. I couldn't like hold the plane up in the air. I mean, that's all I could do. So I laughed at that because it's true. I've been there. I've seen it. And by the way, have you noticed like Paul J. Meyer, Bo Short, who's the other one that we just heard? They all were in plane crashes. Like they almost died in plane crashes. I think Andy Andrews too. All of these guys that are like these top-notch motivational speakers. It's crazy how many of them have like almost died in a plane crash. Anyways, anybody else about laughing at life? Talk about that.
You know me.
Oh yeah, laugh and cry.
I have these are one extreme or the other, and sometimes I do them both at the same time. That's really fun. But no, you know me, I'm an emotional roller coaster all by myself. But things that don't make me cry usually make me laugh. And sometimes they're not the right things, but I'll laugh anyway. But this is what I find. It's hard to be mad, sad, or upset when you're laughing. Like, it's hard to find that emotion when you're seriously laughing. And even if you just start it, like, sometimes if I feel funky, I'll just start with a goofy laugh. That'll make me laugh, and then I'm really laughing. You should try it sometimes.
Lori?
So I'm glad to be on the Zoom because on Tuesday, a car almost hit me in downtown, myself and a coworker. And I mean, the grace of God was with us. Seriously, you guys. I felt the impact hit me. I felt like it went through my body, you know, like in a movie where you're a ghost and the car goes through you. That's what it felt like, because we almost stepped down on the curb when this SUV decided to cut across and go 70 miles an hour, like within seconds. But we looked at each other and we chuckled. And later that evening, I had another one of those conversations with my mom. And I said, you know what, let's stop a second. I'm a walking miracle. I wouldn't be alive right now standing in front of you. I'd either be in ICU or dead. She just looked at me. And so I did laugh. I'm not a real laugher like Robin, but I had a laugh at that. The next day we came into work to do the same thing. So sometimes God puts those things in front of us too, so that we can just sit for a second and laugh. But I swear, you guys, that car, I thought it went through my body and I was alive. So those things will happen to remind us we need to either slow down or maybe not take things so seriously, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. And on the page 226, I like all the tips for making laughter an integral part of your marriage, or just it's just there's tips, and it doesn't have to be necessarily your marriage, but just the tips of laughter. I mean, it's just learn to lighten up, live a little, laugh a lot. Like, I like that. And, you know, it says laughter is more than good medicine. It's the best medicine. I mean, I always laugh, and I make, you know, I'm sarcastic and I'm silly, and it upsets my sister sometimes because I don't take things seriously. But that's just who I am. It's just who I've been. And I know that it's helped a lot of situations for me. I do know when I have to be serious with things that need to be serious, but I know that, you know, what has happened and helped me. I have my friend from grammar school who I've known since second grade. Her father just passed away, and I finally got to talk to her because she couldn't talk. She was just distraught. And I've gone through it. I've been there. And, you know, and when she was like, she kept saying to me, you know, I don't know how you got through it. I wasn't there for you. I don't know how you've gone through it. I go, you know, Cynthia, and I told her, I said, you know, I just know that I'm going to always remember him every day. And my dad is with me all the time. And I'm going to keep his memory alive, and the laughter and the memories and the everything. I mean, everything. It took me a year, but I realized that he's always here. And I couldn't dwell in what I could have done, what I should have done, what I didn't do. And I just kind of started making her laugh and think about things and stories about her father and stories that I knew that when we were together. And it really helped her because people just wanted to be so serious with her, because she is serious and she's a worrier. Like, I want her to read this book. She's a worrier about everything. And so I kind of livened it up for her a little bit. And she sent me a message yesterday saying, thank you for the talk. It really helped and made a difference. And then she sent me a letter that her dad had sent her. And it was just nice to see that. But, you know, you just don't know who's going to need that. So I think it's important we all kind of do that. I don't know. Anybody else have anything about laughter? Pat, I'll unmute you. Go ahead.
I find that it's a diffuser, and it's also good to laugh at yourself. You know, don't take yourself so seriously. And when I make mistakes or do something that other people are kind of hesitant to laugh at, I'll laugh first and just let them know, hey, you know, it's just silly. I did it, whatever. And I tell them, I just don't take myself that seriously. Life is too short. You know, just roll with the flow and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Yes. And it's true. And, you know, it's unfortunate that it's hard for people to do that. I mean, I think we are all good at that, but I think out there it's tough. And then that's why, you know, that's why we're blessings in the lives of people that we come across, because that's why we're doing this reading together. That's why we're going through this personal journey together, because we're able to recognize what needs to be part of people's lives. And maybe we can make a difference in somebody else's life and help them with these, you know, with these legacies, you know, and I challenge you, I bet you today, no matter what you do today, where you're at today, I bet you today in at least one conversation, one of these legacies that we've talked about is going to apply in that conversation to somebody. And that's what was meant to be. It was meant for us to know what this is about, what this is talking about, so we can be in that situation and say, you know what? Laughter is the best medicine, or, you know, worrying is going to stress you. You know, there's going to be something that comes in everybody's life today, guaranteed, that we're going to be able to help them with. And that's what this is about. That's what this is about. It's bigger than us, guys. It's way bigger than us. And Lori, just because you're my sister, I never talked like this before, like 10 years ago. I wasn't like, so I'm just telling you, this is not who Monique was 10 years ago, just so you know. I have proof right there in the middle of my screen. Okay. Last legacy that we read was the greatest legacy of all, and that's knowing God. So who would like to talk about this? Every other legacy gains meaning and purpose. So from this, every legacy gains meaning and purpose. Who would like to start with this about this part? Anybody? Let's see. I'm trying to see. I didn't highlight anything. I just read it. Knowing God is the greatest legacy of all. It's true. But you know, just anybody living life and knowing that you have a purpose. And the story. I remember this story because this was the second time where him and his family would send out the package, and they never heard anything. They never knew who it was, and then he came across the family and said, we were the ones that were sending the package, and his family just go, oh my gosh, we didn't know who was sending those packages. It helped us to survive. I mean, can you imagine? That's why we do what we do. I mean, we do things and we don't know it's going to impact anybody's life, but we still do them because it's what we do. We do things to help people, but we don't know how it's going to serve them. But that's okay. You're doing it. That's what we're here for. We're supposed to do what we need to do, not expecting any return or not expecting, an outcome. But we just sometimes just do it in blind faith, not knowing what's going to come out of it. Right? I mean, right. And I think we all just have to, do that a little bit more and help our family, not our personal family, help people in our lives do that more. Anybody else? Anybody
Yes, I have some. I do. I read that chapter last night before going to bed with everything that I've been dealing with. And, you know, I've always felt like I was a part of something bigger by having a relationship with God. And then Miriam came in as being part of something bigger. But and I'm speaking for me, I don't know how life would be if I didn't have a relationship with God. And having the relationship with God and Jesus is what's made my life even more rewarding. And so I believe in his divine plan, and I trust in him. He is my legacy, and I attribute to my lifestyle and my life's accomplishments, and I give him all the glory always. So that was a very great chapter because everything I do is foundational to giving Jesus and God the glory. When someone gives me a compliment, if I have a win, I say, God first. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the strength to be here. I give him my life, his divine plan. When I got this promotion, I was ready to quit Metrolink. I said, if I don't get this promotion, I'm going to retire in December. I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I'm going to do near 100%, sell my house. I'm going to do it all. And God said, wait a second. And so I got the job, and I earned the job, but that's foundational to me. And those of you that have a relationship with God and put God first, his divine plan, we are exactly where we're supposed to be. And whatever other faith you have or whatever the God you have is probably the same thing, but huge for me.
Right, good. Yep, I agree. Anybody else? Anybody? Pat. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm talking a lot today, but anyway, I just believe that this book is so relevant, it's so encouraging, and it's all based upon scripture. You know, things from the Bible, lessons that have been learned. And when I joined Miriam, I love the culture. I love the fact that our leaders, our top leaders, they have not said anything about Christianity, but I know that they have faith. I know that they are divinely led. And I believe that I am in the right place at the right time. And I may be going slowly because there are other things involved in our lives, but I don't want to go anywhere else. This is where I will be until it's done. Mm-hmm. So thank you very much.
Awesome. I like what you said about divinely led. That's huge. Yeah. Yeah, divinely led. I love that. I like that. It's true. I mean, it's true. That summarizes it. It totally summarizes it, because just if we go back when we started the book, and I said to everybody that, you may believe in God, you may believe in a higher purpose, you may have a source, you may have something else that you believe in, but we all believe in something, and it is divinely led, and it is who we believe in and what we believe in, and it's okay that we all have something different if we do on this, but if people have things different, it's okay, because we're divinely led. I think that summarized it. That's awesome. That's a great way to end that part of the book. So I'm glad I picked this book. So we're almost done. So finish it off this week, and then we'll start another book the next time. So real quick, it's the 20th, so make sure you go in and check your customers. All the orders are going to run through on the 23rd, so make sure that, the ones who had AD, check in with them and see if they like how they liking the Age IQ, so that they can upgrade for next month. Kind of talk to them about that, see if anybody wants to add things to their order this month for Christmas. I think it's a really great time just to reach out to anybody about Christmas. Utilize that. RRPs, boutiques, fairs, anything that you can get involved in are huge. I'm hosting my 2 boutiques that I have. We have one in 2 weeks in Pasadena, and then I have one in December at my house in Upland. I'll send you guys, I posted the flyers, and if you guys want to come, because there's going to be other vendors. But the response I'm getting from all of it has been really incredible, because I have been individually texting the flyers individually. It's been taking me days, going on Facebook and sending instant messages saying, hey, I'm having this event. Come support local women business owners. Get your Christmas shopping done. Have a glass of wine. Have some fun conversation. Just come check it out. And I'm getting a good response of people saying, oh, I'd love that. Oh, that's great. I love supporting women. I've had people sharing it. I've had people say they can come to Pasadena or they can come to Upland. And then I've had people say, you know what, I can't make it, but can I see your website? And I said, oh, absolutely. And if you go on my website and purchase anything, I'll give you a free gift. So I'm kind of doing, again, we have our own business. Think things outside the box. Do other little things. I have one girl who I reached out to that won one of my eye patches, and she does skincare, a different line of skincare. And I asked her how she liked it. And she said her mom stole them, and her mom used them, and her mom loved them. And I said, that's great. I said, let me know if you want to go ahead and buy her a box for Christmas. And she goes, oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea. So really think about all of that. One of the other things I'm going to start integrating in the next week or so while I'm sending these messages are the people who are far away from me who can't come to my boutiques. I'm going to send them a message saying, hey, I know that Christmas is around the corner. You have a wife, you have some kids, you have some daughters, you have sons, you have skin, you have a brain. Can you take a look at my products as an option for presents for your family? It'll really help me, but it'll help you and your family as well. So I'm going to start guiding that towards people who live far away. I don't know if anybody else has any tips on how they're going to share products, how they're going to share things. Yes, you can do that. So I, share some tips on how you want to share and how you guys are doing your daily do. Anything, any tips, any kind of suggestions? And Lori, if you want to go first, you can.
I just wanted to share how I signed my last brand partner, and might work for you all. So this person was a referral, but she fell in love with the products from the beginning, and she started adjusting her order a lot, and then she wanted to do another order. But I think one of the parts that happened with her is that I gave her like carte blanche customer service initially, because her order took like 10 days to get to her. And I sent her different gifts, and I kept in touch with her, and I built that relationship since she was a friend of a friend. But because of the amount of money she was spending on her ADO, I said to her, if you're going to spend $300, I think you ought to spend a couple of more $100 and try all 10 products. But I developed that relationship with her, and then I got her on a 3-way call when I called her back with Betty Fox, and Betty was just explaining the benefits of it and how she can get her product for free. She's a very, very busy longshoreman, and so she works like 6 days straight, never gets days off, and she's a casual, so she's not yet permanent, doesn't have a regular schedule. But I also knew what I had. I also knew what being a part of something bigger meant. And I watched her comments on Facebook and kept on it, on all my personal development posts. She liked them. So I really took a look, and I guess what I'm trying to say is really, if there is one person that you're honing in on, look at all of what their desires are with the post that you have, and talk to them from that angle. I also want to win on this contest, and I'm going to be real transparent. I'm competitive, and I love contests, so I knew that if I signed her, I just needed that second one to get the double point. So I also come from a perspective of I also would love for them to join the journey so I can win this contest. Let's just be real, you guys. We want to win contests too, but I did meet her needs, and I did not do it for me. I did it for her, but it was a driver as well. So I don't know if that's of any help, but I really paid attention to all the details. I have a few others in that same boat about trying all the 10 products. They have different stories, but it worked like clockwork. And I said to her, because she said this one time, I don't like the Mary Kay deal. I don't like the Mary Kay parties. So I started off addressing that issue. If you get these 10 products, you decide to have a gathering, let me tell you, it's not a Mary Kay deal. And she goes, oh, no, not at all. So I addressed the white elephant in the room from the beginning, and it's not been an issue for her at all. But again, I don't know if this will help you all, but it was a really easy close. Close meaning she signed up. And I gave her a free bottle of Firm. I said, you sign up today, because she wanted to order another bottle of Firm. That was the reason why I said, don't order another bottle. You're spending too much money. Let's just sign you up. I said, I'll give you the bottle of Firm on top of the kit. And she said, great, because you don't get the Firm in it. So that's it worked. And she's pretty happy.
Yep, that's great. And that's the thing. That's awesome. Congratulations. But that is how it is. It's relationship building. It's relationship building. It's keeping those relationships. It's seeing what they need. And yeah, giving her a bottle Firm, that's not going to cost you anything. You get it free in your ADO, no problem. Just switch it out, whatever. And do what you got to do to help them, because a lot of the times, hey, maybe they'll stay brand partners, maybe they won't, but hey, maybe they'll stay a brand partner with an active ADO, and maybe they'll have a couple customers here and there, but it's all good because she's getting all the products. And right now, especially with Christmas, people can buy the $500 pack, get all 11 products. Oh, 11? Yeah. Is there 11 in there? Is that what we said? Get all the products that are coming in our package, and they can give those to different people for Christmas. And then they can become a customer. I mean, think, again, I don't know about you. I mean, I did retail, and so we used to think in a box in retail because you just had to think in the box in a big business. You don't have to here. Come up with anything you think of. If you're talking to, like, I was at Starbucks yesterday and I had my eye patches, and this young girl was like, I really wasn't even paying attention. She was looking at my orange sunglasses more than my patches. But I took my orange glasses off, and she saw the patches. She goes, "What are those?" And I said, these are my eye patches. Where'd you get those? I've been looking for them. And I said, oh, I can get those for you. She goes, oh, really? I said, yeah, just write down your phone number. I'll send you a video and I can get them for you. She said, okay, thanks. And I left. I sent her the video. She must have had a break because I was still outside. She watched the video. She liked and so I sent her a comment, and I said, hey, listen, I don't live far from here. If you're interested in a box of eye patches, I'll go ahead and bring them to you. You don't have to order from my website, and I'll save you the shipping. She's like, oh, awesome, cool, thanks. Let's talk for next week. And I'm telling you, I want her to get them without the shipping because she, of course, she looked like she's a college student, and $40 may be a lot to her. Maybe $50, $60 would be too much for her, but I want her to try them. And I said, you get 5, and it's a 5-week supply, and I want her to try them, and I want to help her out. But then also in the next breath, I want a customer that has over $60 of product. So I'm going to get that $40 plus tax, and then I'm going to kick in a 20 of mine and sign her up as a customer for Illuma Boost. So it helps me too. So you got to think of all of those things, because I want my extra $100. I want to be able to get the extra 1,000. I need 5 extra customers. So, you think about that part for you, because we're in a business, and that's what you need to do as well. It doesn't mean it's wrong, but you're helping them and they're helping you, and that's how you're going to do this business, right? That's what we're in. There's in the business of service. And so you got to think all kind of crazy ways, and you just never know what you're going to get with it. Trust me, Terry has done it all. Like when she goes, I have this person, they want this and this, but we can get this and we can do that. Hey, you make it work. Look at it, she's frustrated because it happens all the time. And then you do it. And then it's like, boom, I got 100 points. It's like, wow, how'd that happen? So really think about that. Really think about the big picture of your business, because again, you're a business owner in your business. Anybody else have things to add to share? Wins, challenges, anything that's happened this week? Going into, oh my gosh, the end of October, it's crazy. Anybody? Let's see, what else? I heard somebody. Sarah.
This is Sarah. I do have something to share, if you don't mind. Sorry, I'm still muted because I'm running around the house like a crazy woman. But this week I hosted 4 RRPs this month. That's what I have scheduled. The first 2, nobody showed up to. Last night, you guys got the rundown of that one. But I had 5 people confirmed and 3 people who were maybes, which is better than I've been getting for anything. And I've been working my tail off to get people out here. And I've been doing everything from, kind of like you did with the gal at the coffee shop. I met a gal at Home Depot and we got to talking. We were waiting for paint to mix. We got to talking and I had a booth the following day. And so I mentioned that and she goes, oh, really? What do you do? And I told her, I do marketing and skincare and wellness. And she goes, oh, that sounds really good. Is it part-time? I said, well, the way that I do it, it's part-time, but you can really do it, part-time, spare time, full-time, just kind of depends. She's like, oh, that sounds perfect for me. And I said, yeah. And so I kind of let the conversation move on. I didn't jump on it. And at the end of the conversation, I said, you mentioned earlier that you might, this might be something for you. I would love to send you some information. I'm always hiring. And she went, really? And I said, yeah, I'll send you some information. If it's for you, great. And if it's not, no big deal. And she said, oh, thank you, buddy. And she said, I would love some information. So we've been chatting back and forth. Long story short, she just had something happen this month that she's like, I can't do it now, but I really want more information. Can you come back to me the first week of November? Absolutely. So we're going to do that. But things like that where I'm just opening my mouth. I'm just sharing with people. Something mentioned the other day about how foggy their brain was. I said, you ever heard of something called EHT? And just talking through things, and it's been getting people interested. So everybody who canceled yesterday has rescheduled with me for next week or has rescheduled with me for another day outside of the RRPs that I had scheduled. So just talking, going out of my comfort zone, which by the way, it's becoming more of a comfort zone now, but going out of my comfort zone and really taking the opportunity when I hear it, listening for it and taking it has been working really well for me.
Awesome. And that's true. It's just talking. It's a numbers game. You just got to share with everybody, talk to everybody. You never know what's going to come out of it. And if we want to make this business a business for ourselves, a business that's going to sustain and create this legacy for our families, we got to talk more. I mean, we just have to talk more no matter where we are, what's happening, what's going on. And, even when I've been here doing stuff on the computer, trying to send messages, I've engaged with people when they respond, and I've just been sharing more of what I'm doing because there's a lot of people that still don't really know what I do. And then you'll have one person that I had, and they ridiculousness. I was like, you need personal development. I'm gonna send you a book. But it's just, you never know what's gonna happen with these conversations, because I had one girl get mad at me for something. I'm like, what? Oh goodness. And I laughed about it. I hung up going, oh no, poor thing. I feel for you. Anyways, so anything else, anything that anybody wants to share? Oh, Kathy, go ahead. I unmuted you.
Okay, thank you. I just have a question. Sorry I got on late. I'm on my way to a vendor event, a boutique up in La Cañada, and I made up baskets I've got these cool little chalk tags, and I wrote spa day on them. And they have I went to the dollar store and I got a little candle, a little sleep mask, a washcloth. Anyway, it all totals up, including the basket and the paper to put in the basket and all of that. That all totals up to $7. And then the eye patch, I put an eye patch in there with the information on the eye patch and my card. So it all totals up to about $20. My question is, do you think I should ask 25, or do you think I should leave it at 20? The whole idea is to get the eye patch out there, right?
Right.
Did I cut off?
Yeah, I got you. So
Okay.
it's a raffle prize, or it's a prize somebody can buy?
They can buy it.
Okay. So okay, yeah. So I would see what you just described to me would be an awesome free raffle prize. In my opinion, would be like you put, maybe you remake another one for somebody, but I think that would be an awesome raffle prize. But I mean, if you're going to sell it, yeah, I'd sell it for 25 because of your time and your effort.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like the idea, and that's a great idea too for boutiques. You just gave me that idea, is to have those raffle prizes, and my sister had come up with this little sheet that you put your name, your phone number, email, and what you're interested in, skincare or wellness, and you put it into the thing and into a jar, and then at the end we pick a winner. So those are good options when you guys do events. I mean, it's great to have those raffle prizes.
I do that as well.
Yeah.
I got some actual forms from Jennifer Carlson.
Oh, good. You did. Okay.
Yeah, and it's really professional looking. It looks nice, and it asks for all their information, and then what are they interested in, and all of that. And then I use that to, if you want to give me your information, I'm raffling off eye serum at the end or whatever.
Nice. Okay. Lori suggested she sell it for 15 and get a prospect now.
Okay.
That's what she suggests. I saw her chat.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good luck at your event. I'd love to see we'd love to see pictures. Take pictures and post them for us.
I will.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Thank you, Kathy. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Going once? Going twice?
I have a question.
Yes.
How do I listen to prior recordings of our Focus 20 Zoom?
I have it on my YouTube channel. So you have to, so when I posted the link for you, I sent you the link?
Uh-huh.
So if you open the link, there's going to be like a red button on the bottom that says click to subscribe.
Okay.
And if you subscribe, that's my channel. And then you can go to my channel and all of them are there. Because it's the only way that I could do it, not having Dropbox or not having any of that's the only way to upload them somewhere other than me, because it won't let me email them or send them out because of the fact that it's too long.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And then Kathy, Lori was asking where your event's at. So if you can text her the address later, maybe she'll stop by. I think that's what she's asking. Okay, she said yes. Okay, all right. Well, if we don't have anything else, I'm gonna take a picture. Lori's frozen. That she's not gonna like that picture, so let me wait. Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, good. Look at the ladies. Okay, let's see everybody. Hold on, let me take theirs. Okay, okay, okay. All right, on the count of 3, smile. Let me check it. Let me check it. All the eyeballs open. Eyeballs open. Everybody's eyeballs are open. Perfect. Got you all. All right, everybody, have an amazing Saturday, and I look forward to seeing